Welcome back to my channel. When you've been able to play punches, card to my channel, we'll give it a notification. Now we're going to face the Hawks. We're 7-6. We're 15-0. Let's get it. We're at home.
It's time for the NBA Live. And on 2K Sports, this is bumping doors that should attract a lot of attention in this game. That matchup at the guard position, that is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It's like watching a great chess match.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Reza Shea is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Powell in at the small forward spot. Fires the three. No good. Shot missing. Here's Whitehead. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Claxton against Johnson. And Claxton throws it down.
The athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
Alexander Walker passes to Johnson. Over Watford. Whitehead with the rebound. The Nets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Driving the lane, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
A slow start for Atlanta in this one. 6-point game. Johnson outside. Tries from 16, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Three-pointer. Here's Claxton. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Okongwu.
Oh, my goodness. That is an absolutely insane finish by Nick Claxton.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Johnson outside. Brooklyn with the rebound. They are tearing through the league right now with 15 wins in a row.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now.
Hall of Fame.
Everything about it. The athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence. The heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
Back to Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. The Nets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And getting to the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. You look at the Spurs. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
And you know, for the Nets, they've started the way we expected. Aggressive, relentless, just imposing their will upon lesser teams. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively.
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Okongwu against Claxton. And Claxton throws it down hard.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now here's Powell. Tight defense on him. With the floater. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Schroeder. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Rizachet. Back to Alexander Walker.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Shot clock at 6. Now Powell from past the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Edwards inside. Here's Whitehead. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Schroeder. Back to Powell. From downtown.
No.
The rebound by Watford.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Johnson. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Okongwu trying to break free. It will not find the hoop. It's his third miss. He has made 2. Shooter passes to Claxton. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Powell. Edwards, good.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson, that's for 2. Atlanta again missing.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy's a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Powell, the pass to Okongwu. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Nick Claxton getting it done for Brooklyn. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Portis is out there with Jalen Johnson. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then there's Wagner. And it's Coffey in at the 1 spot. Pass to Johnson. To the paint. It's stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Claxton against Wagner. It's Claxton with the drive.
How about the power on that drive by Nick Claxton? That sends a message.
Here's Coffey. Still yet to score. Here's Johnson, and it's blocked. Passes to Whitehead. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against Denver.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Alexander Walker comes in for Amir Coffey. Right side, Portis. Takes it off the glass. Portis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Outside, Edwards. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. When a team Doris is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Now, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting, even when you don't have your best game available.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Claxton inside. Okongwu on him. It's Claxton with the drive. Good on the bucket. Claxton's got 12.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Okongwu against Claxton. It's stolen by Schroeder. In transition, here come the Nets. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, the quick hands of Dennis Schroeder to create the havoc defensively and get a steal.
The Hawks trail by 18. Johnson outside. Pass to Portis. Over Watford. And again, it's Atlanta.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Now Edwards turned in an outstanding game against Denver.
A big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Pacers. Outside Portis. And Trey Murphy gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Of course, we're in the world now of super agencies, which consolidate player representation. What do you think?
Kev, I think obviously it gives some more power to the players because of the bargaining leverage. But for player movement, does it give more power to the big market teams? We're going to have to watch this unfold.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Powell is checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Rizichet in for Trey Murphy. The Hawks trail by 21. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Time to make things.
Portis is checked in for Jalen Johnson. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. To take a look at the Nets, things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And checking out Atlanta, 7 games back.
And if you look at the Hawks right now, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
Powell for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Watford, and slam dunk by Watford.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Hawks passing it around. Rizachet with it. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Outside Edwards. The layup missed.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Alexander Walker passes to Portis. Pass to Powell. Tries it from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end. Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Here's Okongwu. The rebound by Watford. Watford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Drives to the hoop.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop. He's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And so it's Brooklyn in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, they came at you offensively, so what has to change for you defensively?
Well, a lot, obviously, with everybody on the floor. You know, they're capable of doing this, but we're not. It's just too easy.
Got to tighten things up as we go along. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. Let's start out with a look at the recently announced Players of the Week. For the East, Cade Cunningham.
When it comes to running the offense, he's been exceptional, making smart play calls and setting the tempo.
He is definitely the leader they need him to be, and the production speaks for itself. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Nets.
You have to ask yourself, how much better can they play? Good decision-making, they made shots. That's very impressive, man.
And now the question is, can they maintain that razor-sharp level of focus? Hard to bet against them.
And that's a halftime wrap.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And for the Hawks, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. We've got Whitehead. Nicholas Claxton out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Edwards in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Edwards. He's tightly guarded. Off on the layup. And so Powell will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Here's Edwards. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Here's Alexander Walker. Rebounded by the Nets. Blackbird's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Okongwu against Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Champ. He's averaging averaging 48 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
He had a nice open look right there. Johnson's got 9 points.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, Schroeder with that look in his eye wanted to get that back.
Alexander Walker passes to Johnson. Riza with it. Okongwu with a screen on Schroeder. Here's Riza. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And Riza, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
Nets leading by 21. Edwards looking it over. And Edwards with the stop.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Nick Claxton. And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the Stars are doing. And those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have a quality basketball team.
Trey Murphy's checked in for Powell. Here's Claxton. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
The Nets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And here's Edwards. He's got 19. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
That's the Riza.
No.
The Hawks again can't hit.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Claxton inside. 6 on the shot clock. Schroeder outside. Shoots the 3. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks have gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter. 50% from the field. Pass to Johnson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And we get a break in the action. Let's check out the leaders in steals. You take a look.
Oh, here's the defense.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Wagner's checked in for Atlanta. Portis comes in for Johnson. Claxton, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Now, the first thing that strikes you as a player with Nick Claxton is how easily this guy gets off the floor. Vertical threat on the offensive end and an excellent rim protector on the defensive end.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Riza. He's guarded by Schroeder, and it's denied.
Wow, twice on the pipes from Dennis Schroeder. Woohoo!
And slammed on by Woodford.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Portis a screen on Edwards. With the drive. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Schroeder passes to Watford. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Watford's got 8 points. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Mo Wagner, the perfect rotational big. Rebounds it, sets hard screens, and we know, guys, he's a very capable scorer if given the opportunity.
And the Hawks making a change here. Coffey's checked in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
The Nets have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Shooting 2, Edwards.
And Edwards drops the ball. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Coffey. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Coffey's got his first bucket of the night. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Edwards drives in. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Here's Reza Shea. He's guarded by Schroeder. And that one's good. Reza Shea. 8 points for him.
Yeah, it's exactly how you play big inside. Take advantage of the size advantage that you have.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Brooklyn ahead, opening up a... Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. Johnson is out there with Portis. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Coffey in at the point. Hawks passing it around. Shot clock at 5. And a wide open look for Portis. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Here's Claxton. And he hammers that one right down into the face of Jalen Johnson.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Here's Coffey. Edwards defending. Left side, Portis. And Portis throws it down.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Outside, Edwards. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Well, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now.
His third personal foul. First team foul.
Free throw good, Edwards. Atlanta making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
On the wing, Johnson. Wagner against Claxton. Up top, Portis. Whitehead with the rebound. Whitehead's got 4 rebounds in this game. Watford passes to Edwards. Goes back up. He lays it in. Edwards got 14 points here in the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Basketball.
And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Friday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Orlando Magic. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And it's going to be home game after home game after home game for this group. So they got a great chance to string together a number of wins given how strong they've been playing.
The Nets have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And Claxton throws it down.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here we felt it. Here's Johnson. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
I'll tell you, you allow him to get to a spot, and it's over, right? Defense unable to even challenge the shot.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Okongwu a screen. Here's Johnson. Pass to Okongwu. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Edwards finds Claxton. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Doesn't go for him. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Brooklyn.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Nick Claxton.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Here's Alexander Walker. Edwards defending. There's the pick. Here's Powell. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
The shot by Powell, no good. Schroeder outside. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific
We've got Fizz and Magic who's 16 out of Magic is 5-9. Let's get it. Stop right now. What's up?
We
should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
I'll look at Orlando's opening lineup. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Then there's Jalen Suggs. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's Black in at the point guard position. And here are the Magic now. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. Wagner outside. Banchero the screen. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grant, you look at the development path of Franz Wagner. Not surprising he had an easier transition to the NBA.
Well, think about this, B.A. I mean, he played against men very early in Germany, splitting time in Euroball, and at Michigan let him really develop in multiple ways. So he's seen it all and is still so young.
Claxton attacking. And Claxton throws it down.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. Here's Black, guarded by Edwards. Down low. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Watford. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And there's no defense for that. Live ball turnovers, they are the worst.
Now here's Wagner. He had 9 points in his last time out. Just 5 on the clock. From 17. Claxton with a rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Now Edwards. Coming off a 31-point game. Pass to Claxton. Now Watford. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
That one on Banchero.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Edwards.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Here's Orlando. 7-point differential. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one.
And this is probably a game they've been looking forward to since these guys bounced them from the playoffs last year.
Now here's Suggs. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. And now the Nets on the break. Here's Whitehead. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Banchero. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Magic. Pass to Suggs. Banchero outside. And the three-pointer goes.
He felt the defender closing out to him, and Banchero let it fly. That catch-and-shoot ability is a weapon.
Now here's Edwards. Claxton with it. He's checked by Carter. Carter against Claxton. Watford left side. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 ball to go. Watford's got 5 now.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Magic trail by 7. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention.
George, he's checked in for Suggs. George outside. Claxton with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. There's the AT&T 5G Slam Can, capturing the moment. Here's Black. Kicks it out to Wagner. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Boy, this team is on a heater right now. 16 wins in a row, and they've shown no signs of slowing down.
There's a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Your players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. And this NBA season, it's a marathon. We're about mile 5 of 26.
Right? So you have to pace yourself. Yes, you give it your all every night on the floor, but it's up to coaches to kind of monitor minutes, not wear their guys down.
Orlando making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. Now here's George. He's scoreless. Pass to Banchero to stop the run. Schroeder with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Watford the pass to Schroeder. It's Edwards on the wing. On the take. Misses the layup.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Pass to Reeves. 59 seconds left to play in the first. He buries it from 3.
You gotta respect the three-point shooting of Reeves. He can be dangerous from there.
Edwards against Wagner. Uneasy, 2 on the layup. Edwards got 6.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Wagner against Schroeder. And Carroll with a screen on Schroeder. Here's Wagner, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Claxton with a rebound. Watford with it. He's picked up by Banchero. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Schroeder passes to Claxton. Oh, nice D from Carter. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break up 12. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back after. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Brooklyn.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
Dennis Schroeder is out there with Edwards. Then it's Trendon Watford. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Whitehead in at the 3. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Claxton against Capella. Claxton can't get it to go. Magic trail by 12. Now here's Reeves. Here's Black. George, right side. Fires the 3. Knocks it down from distance. George has got his first 3 points of the game.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Claxton down low. He's against Capella. 4 on the clock. Here's Edwards. Hey, rejected by Capella.
A quality defender, Capella uses his size and reach to erase shots.
Howard. And it's blocked by Edwards. Counted. Howard's got his first 2 points.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And here's Claxton, coming off a terrific game against Atlanta. And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Orlando Magic. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
This team hasn't had an easy time lately, but at least they get a chance to face a daunting opponent on their home turf. Maybe the fans will help propel them to an unexpected win here and get them back on track.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Capella. And Capella slams it down.
Another dunk in the career of Clint Capella, and he's got a lot of them.
Claxton against Capella. Now here's Claxton. He's closely guarded. And Claxton throws it down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised you didn't come up with something a little more creative. And it's Wagner missing. Nets leading by 9. And Claxton throws it down.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Now here's Wagner, guarded closely. Capella finds George. Back to Capella. Rejected by Claxton. Stolen by Capella. Pass to Wagner. Here's Black. No made baskets yet. Capella, screen on Edwards. Here's Black. Wagner for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Knocked loose. In transition, the Magic on the run. Here's Capella. And he hammers it down right in the face of Nick Claxton.
Yeah, at the offensive end, more often than not, you'll find Capella at the rim.
Suggs against Edwards.
2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the first half. Schroeder can't get it to go. Outside Edwards. Another shot. Hey, rejected by Capella. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Capella. So for the Magic, Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for George. And Howard has subbed in for Black. Edwards, that's good.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Down by 12. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. These are not the teams to challenge at the rim. The best in the NBA in shot blocking. Brooklyn, number 1.
And what's been most impressive about this team is how intense they've been on the defensive end. It's not just 1 or 2 guys getting blocks for them. It's been a team effort, which is why they lead the league in blocks per game.
Banchero outside. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Banchero's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Pass to Suggs. 51 seconds left in the second period. The 3 from Banchero. At the arc, Banchero finds his mark.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Edwards against Wagner. It's Edwards with a drive.
And after putting it down, he dangles angles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Edwards against Suggs.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with the force.
So for the Magic, Carter comes in for Capella, and Black subbed in for Howard. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Black passes to Wagner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Banchero. Pass to Suggs. Lets it go from deep. The shot off that time. And so it's Brooklyn. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
You know, right now for the Nets, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Nets.
And you look at the numbers. They're playing so well offensively, nice flow. Only a few wasted possessions, guys.
And if they continue on this track, they're pulling away down the stretch. Mark my words.
And that is going to do it.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Magic trail by 11. Kicking off the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. At the 2 and the 3, it's Suggs and Wagner. And it's Black in at the point. Suggs finds Carter. Clock at 6. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Claxton. Nets leading by 11. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Claxton's got 10 points in the game. Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Suggs outside. Pass to Carter. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Schroeder against Suggs. Schroeder into the lane. Oh, and that with no question powered it down.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Magic trail by 17. Wagner outside. And it's Wendell Carter with the foul. That's his first foul.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Nets leading by 17. Claxton with it. He's got 10. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And so Banchero will bring it up for Orlando. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. Driving in. 2 points. That one goes.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one misses.
He gets to the line a lot. Banchero knows that and works on those shots at practice.
And Edwards, here we go. It's hauled in by Black.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Pass to Wagner. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
And Wagner is a very efficient scorer in the painted area.
Now Edwards. 15 points in the game. And Edwards slams it in.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Magic trail by 18. Black passes to Banchero. Rebound Brooklyn.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Claxton attacking. Can't cash it in from close range. The Magic have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Banchero left side. And Watford pulls it down. Brooklyn leading by 18. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Outside Carter. It's tipped.
It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got to feel for him tonight.
And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. George, he's checked in for Orlando.
Number 18, George.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Watford outside. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
George scanning the floor, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You got to blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Pass to Whitehead.
Third quarter.
1:57 left in the third quarter. Orlando grabs the miss. Now here's Banchero. 10 points for him. Here's Black. Carter on the wing to halt the run. Doesn't go for him.
And this is a game he'd like to forget. And the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
Here's Whitehead. Looking at his numbers. Currently, he's averaging around 9 points a game. Here's Banchero. He can't hit that time. Good D by Watford.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
1:05 left in the third. Here's Whitehead, defended by Wagner. Oh, big finish. Wow.
Okay, I see you.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Wagner. George is screen on Schroeder. Just 5 to shoot. And Wagner gets it to go.
Yeah, and when Wagner is hitting from deep, the floor opens up for everyone else. Nice triple.
Edwards against Wagner. Edwards can't hit. Orlando's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Out to the wing. Back to Wagner. pass to Black. And there's a pick. Rejected by Claxton. Left side Schroeder. And here's Edwards outside. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Nets out in front, running away with this one. And coming up as soon. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Trendon Watford is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Whitehead in at the 3. So that's the Nets 5. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
You know what? They impress me from mid-range. I mean, understanding that there's more places to shoot than beyond the arc.
Here's Wagner. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
And he's been much more assertive here in the second half, getting to his spots, executing with ease.
And here's Edwards. Capella with the defensive effort. Wagner inside. He's guarded by Claxton. Count it.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Wagner against Schroeder. And again, Franz Wagner.
Whatever adjustments were made at half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
And Edwards, here we go. You know, for a while now, the NBA has done a last 2 minutes report on games. Richard, how do you think the players feel about this?
I can tell you how I feel. I don't like the 2-minute report. I think it does absolutely nothing to help the basketball game. Guys are frustrated. They need to move on. If they walk into the next game worried about the last 2-minute report, are they really focused on that game?
Here's Suggs. Kicks it out to Wagner. Pass to Howard. Launches it. Sends it home from three-point land.
A bigger guy who makes intelligent passes. Nice feed from Wagner.
Edwards, the pass to Schroeder. And the ball out of play. The Magic will have it. Carter, he's checked in for Clint Capella.
Number 34, Wendell Carter Jr.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Wagner against Schroeder. Wagner, the pass to Carter. Back to Wagner. Carter finds Wagner. And the shot goes.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And stolen by Suggs. And they're running. Shoots it from the high post. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Wagner's got 13 in the second half. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Nets. Over to the left wing. Claxton against Carter. Floats one up. Claxton can't get it to go. Here's Orlando. They're on a 13-4 run. George passes to Wagner. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Wagner. Outside Carter. 5 to shoot. Up top Suggs. Guarded by Edwards. Suggs, no good. Nets leading by 15. Claxton with it. Takes it inside, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Orlando making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. Free throw good. Claxton.
Been really strong at the line since the break.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout. Clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Nick Claxton.
Just an effective weapon for them on the inside tonight. He was such a reliable option for them on offense with his muscling his way to the basket from the low block.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. Schroeder passes to Edwards. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, BA, it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Going inside.
The tenacity from Suggs. He doesn't back down from anyone when he's knifing inside.
That's good from Suggs. Old shot's good from the stripe. A minute 58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Edwards against Suggs. Outside Edwards. The rebound by Carter. Carter's got 7 rebounds in the game. Suggs surveys the D. Over to the wing. Here's Banchero. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
They're showing some strength inside. Banchero doesn't shy away from the contact.
The free throw drops for Banchero. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Capella, he's checked in for Carter. George comes in for Wagner. Howard's checked in for Suggs. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for Black.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Nets.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And what a huge performance it was for Nicholas Claxton.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Edwards, basket counts.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Pass to Banchero. Now Wagner. Back to Banchero. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one. 35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Suggs against Edwards. No good that time. Great D that time from Suggs. Banchero in the post. Covered by Schroeder. Yes, it's good.
Assisted by Black.
Now here's Edwards. Misses from short range. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill.
Start. No, play Milwaukee with 11-7, with 17-0. Let's get it. Let's win at home.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to our game. NBA and his teams establish chemistry in the early part of the season. Brent, what are some of the keys?
Well, on the court, really it is about the coaches defining roles. And anytime you get players who buy into those roles in the early part of a year, it's a support system for what the star guys have to do. It builds a ton of confidence, and the connectivity that coaching staffs know will lead them ultimately to a team that could compete in the playoffs.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Matthews out there with Trey Mann. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Pass to Matthews. Now Mann. 6 to shoot. Hartenstein with it. And here's Giannis from outside. Whoops, here's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Next ball.
Here is Edwards. We saw him with 29 points last game. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Pass to Whitehead. Back to Claxton. Just 5 on the clock. Driving to the basket. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Yeah, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Nick Claxton.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Man can't hit. Matthews against Schroeder. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And you gotta love Schroeder, just never afraid about taking it all the way up to the hole.
Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Edwards' shot is good.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. I talked with Coach about how he plans to stop Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight. Coach laughed and then asked me, "You have any ideas?" Giannis is an impossible matchup. We just hope to slow him down a little. As always, it's very difficult to game plan for the Greek Freak. A multiple-time MVP. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Brent, when you talk about the best player in the league, Giannis has got to be in that conversation, correct?
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. I mean, the numbers he puts up are incredible. It's how easily he dominates a game and just how unstoppable of a force he is. You know, there's so many teams out there trying to find answers for what Giannis is doing to them offensively. But how do you equip a defense to slow down the force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo?
And Claxton throws it down.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And as the group stage starts to wind down, here's what the standings look like so far.
And I'll tell you what, how about the level of excitement this tournament has brought to the NBA regular season? Can't wait to see how it finishes up.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Edwards against Matthews. And Edwards with the stuff.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Johnson. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And to the Kumbo inside. Watford on him. Nets leading by 6. Here's Whitehead, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Matthews scanning the floor. Antetokounmpo, a screen on him to the inside. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
They like to use Giannis in the pick and roll situations. He's getting better at understanding how to set the screens. And a rolling target, boy, he's a good one.
Here's Claxton in the game against Orlando. Very impressive. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Martin, he's checked in for Keldon Johnson. And Monks subbed in for Matthews. Now, here's Reid. Man can't hit. Here's Claxton, defended by Sohan.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Sohan, following the bucket by the Nets. Monk outside. Pass to Martin. Edwards with the block. Going inside. And slam dunk by Watford.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And that sends Malik Monk to the free throw line. It's on Dennis Schroeder. And the Bucks with some changes. Antetokounmpo comes in for Trey Mann. And it's Williams in for Kenyon Martin.
You know, and Monk is one of those guys off the bench, an energizer, someone that can provide a scoring punch to your offense.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
And the wide open shot from Reid. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Schroeder finds Watford. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton.
Lewis Watson.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Nets lead by 11. And back with the start. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Nets have been rolling right along here, haven't they?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
We've got Trendon Watford. Nicholas Claxton out there with Whitehead. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Edwards in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. Reid. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
That's what you want from Monk. If you don't have it, just make the next easy pass.
Monk against Edwards. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Reid. Now Sohan. Nothing on the board. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Reed with a screen on Claxton. And that one is good.
Well, the versatility that Giannis has out there is such a huge advantage to what they can do offensively. Saw that pick and roll well.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. It's hauled in by Edwards. Nets leading by 10. Here's Watford, and slam dunk by Watford.
Beautiful assist in transition. They beat the defense down the floor. The ball always wins.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And Greg, you think about what they call float games. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Hartenstein comes in for Reed, and it's Matthews in for Mitchell. Good. Sohan's got his first points of the game.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Edwards against Monk. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. League's executive VP and head of operations Joe Dumars says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. And this format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Outside, Matthews. Pass to Sohan. Now, here's Monk. Just 5 to shoot. Hartenstein with the screen for Monk. Buries it from 3-point range. Monk's got 6.
Well, Monk effective at spacing the floor, and he can fill it up.
Here's Edwards. Off with the layup.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
In transition, here come the Nets. Puts up a deep 3. Watford passes to Schroeder. It's Edwards on the wing. They get a hand on it. Sohan with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Pass to Matthews. The tray. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Monk against Edwards. They recover it. Claxton the pass to Edwards.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Second chance effort. And no good. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And so Milwaukee again turning it over. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Johnson, he's checked in for Malik Monk. And it's Trey Mann in for Sohan. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, I thank you very much.
He can really fly it. You combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too. And you've got 2 points. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bucks trail by 12. Outside Matthews. Back to Mann. Pass to Sohan. Hartenstein with the screen on Claxton. Zohan, the pass to Hartenstein. Schroeder against Matthews. Nets passing it around. Claxton against Hartenstein. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And now look at the numbers for Edwards. He's been dominant over the last month. First in assists, and he's as good as it gets from three-point land. In fact, the best percentage that we have in the league.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Zohan, the pass to Hartenstein. Clock at 6. There's a screen. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Matthews, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Edwards with it. He's got 12. And finished off by Edwards.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Here's man. Edwards defending. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first one falls.
Milwaukee, Trey Mann, shooting 2.
Both free throws good from Man.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 8 here in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points. Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Here's Johnson. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Please direct your attention to center court.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first-half performance it's been for the Brooklyn Nets.
They've made it fun to watch. Some of the best players in the world doing what they do best, Ernie.
Yeah, when everything clicks, it can be the most beautiful game on earth. 5 guys with one mission. And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season.
Some great options in there. In fact, these guys might compete for all-star spots for the next few years.
That's a big leap, Kenny. 1 or 2 of them, maybe, but most guys don't ever get to that level.
And that is it for halftime.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Antetokounmpo is out there with Hartenstein. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Trey Mann. And it's Matthews in at the 2. Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Bucks trail by 18. Here's Mann. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Mann's got 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
On the wing, Mann. Outside Matthews. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the clock. Crafty move. Man with it. For the 3. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Edwards looking it over. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. And you look at Edwards, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Let's hear it for you.
And the Bucks with possession here. They trail by 18. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Shooter kicks to Edwards. Watford passes to Edwards. He takes it in. And Edwards with the stuff.
I tell you what, did he take off on that one? Not many players can elevate it and literally fly. What a special talent, and it's plays like that that remind me just how amazing these athletes are in the NBA.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the first one drops.
Shooting 2.
Both free throws good from Man. Brooklyn leading by 18. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. No one near Edwards as he lets it go. Trains the 3-pointer. Edwards got 9 points now in just the second half. Hartenstein with the screen on Edwards. Takes it inside. Now, Man, 8 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson inside. Offensive rebound. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Hartenstein against Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And Matthews kicks to Johnson. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Johnson. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Wednesday, they continue the road trip heading out to the Bay Area to take on the Warriors. Then on Saturday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets.
And that game against the Hawks, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Will it go? And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Claxton against Hartenstein. Pass to Whitehead. Now Edwards. Defended by Man. A 3-pointer, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Antetokounmpo, shot's good. Antetokounmpo's got 10.
Inside, Giannis knows he's got all the tools, height, touch, power, it's all there.
Schroeder finds Claxton. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter of the game.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
And they're moving it up. And here they go. It's hauled in by Giannis. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to man. A minute 20 left to play in the third. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Man's got 6 here in this quarter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Hartenstein against Claxton. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to man. The teardrop falls in. 12 points for him.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Claxton against Hartenstein. Claxton no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
There's the try. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
The Bucks have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Free throw no good for Sohan. Claxton with it. 12 points for him. Misses and the dry spell continues. And so it's Brooklyn finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Edwards. Then there's Trendon Watford. And it's Whitehead in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nets.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle. The hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Here's Monk. He can't get that one. Straight D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Monk's shot's good.
A guy with complete faith in those mechanics. Monk downs the catch and shoot.
Monk against Edwards. Driving inside. And he gets it in there. Edwards got 13 points in the second half.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Claxton fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And the Bucks making a change here. Matthews is checked in.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Reed finds Sohan. Bucks passing it around. Now here's Here's Matthews. Not a lot of room. Shot to stop the run. That one goes. Counted. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Up top, Edwards. And the rejection by Giannis. Back when you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
Bucks trail by 21. To the middle. Here's Reed. And the rejection by Claxton. Schroeder looking around. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Edwards drives in. Giannis outside. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Edwards. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And there's the drive. And Edwards with the stop.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Timeout called the Bucks. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Nick Claxton.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his... focus and consistency.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. The shot by Monk is no good. And here are the Nets. They're on a 13-5 run here. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
It's hard to get anyone else today to get out to this lead. He's provided almost all of their offense.
A new lineup here for the Bucks. Brent is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important, team culture or raw talent?
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
I love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Man passes to Matthews, and here is Johnson. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Rocket 2 over Claxton. And it's Giannis missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Here's Edwards. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This team is still perfect in the NBA Cup, 4-0. They are group winners.
And now as we enter the knockout stage, they're one of my favorites. And